So in what sectors is change being seen that is or will increase quality of life? So whatever is being done is making life better for the people involved. Now, I've used quality of life instead of using the word well-being in that question. I included initially, and then I was worried that it wasn't accurate enough to pin down what I'd been hunting for as I scanned news, research, announcements of the week, and so on. And that question mark really took me back. 10 years ago when I created KISS Lifestyle, everyone told me at the time that no one would know what I was talking about if I used the term wellness or well-being. Now, I'd say we've seen quite a dramatic shift since then, but nevertheless, I found myself at exactly the same juncture. So what I did 10 years ago is I worked out, or certainly sought to land on an exploration of the lowest common denominators that that people would be able to relate to resonate with, to something that everyone understood relative to wellness and well-being. And it's feeling better. Everyone wants to feel better, and that's as true now as it was then. So back to the question, in what sectors is change being seen that is increasing quality of life and or helping people feel better? Well, the first thing that I'm seeing, and really this has just spiked my interest in the last week or so, and it's investing, not so much that, but investors, and a trend that's starting to emerge there. In investing, between 2018 and 2020, ESG-related assets grew by 42%, and that reached a total of $17 trillion US, which represents 33% of the total US assets under management. And last year, ESG strategies outperformed their non-ESG counterparts, and that's an insight from New Foresight. Total ESG investments in bonds this year, January to May 2021, was 54 billion against 68 billion for the whole of 2020. Now that's from a piece in the FT, and Colin Purdy said ESG momentum is everywhere. It's no surprise. We're seeing more fund launches coming through. And I don't think it is a surprise given what we've seen relative to the environment and COVID, that COVID has highlighted in the last 15 months. Investors, there's an excellent piece in The Economist that really stood out to me called A New Tiger in Town. And it's about Tiger Global Management, which is a New York-based VC. It talks about the shift in power from investors to entrepreneurs. The piece suggests that Tiger Global are positively impacting the sector by forcing VCs to behave better. Yes, you heard that right. What they mean is they're offering more generous terms, both monetary and otherwise. And the question is being raised as a result of this culture shift, not what startup to back, but rather whether a startup will let you invest. In other words, are the VCs behaving humanely, appropriately, kindly, generously, and Tiger Global Management are initializing a shift in this sector. Next, labour. A little like entrepreneurs, employees have the upper hand, from working from home to a rise in salaries. Reed Global reported last week that salaries in the UK hospitality sector are up 18% year on year and up 10% year on year in retail. In hospitality in particular now, we're seeing the combined impact of Brexit and COVID. From another perspective, some companies such as Deloitte and Lloyds are saying stay at home forever if you fancy. And if you don't know Christine Armstrong, you really should. She does research into the future of work, and she does a fantastic weekly vlog that I would not miss. She cites culture, tech disparity, and prestige as notable issues that stack against the choice of working from home. Take a look to find out more. We will put the link in this post. The third is equality. The universal drive for equality has still a long road to travel, but the issues are mostly tabled, seen, held, and valued. The biggest equality issue now is the COVID vaccine. One of the pledges from the G7 was for 1 billion vaccine doses to be donated to poor countries within the next year. So 3 changing landscapes that are driving shifts in feel better or increased well-being trajectory. What's the common factor? Well, it's a shift in balance. It's a shift in balance, influence, and sway. Now, I could say a shift in power, but you know what? That feels like old language. So 3 key things: more conscious investment, more conscious investors. 2, workers take the upper hand. And 3, a firm focus on equality from every single angle.